Ooh. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Coffee and a Card, my weekly live crafting show. I stream Yard onto YouTube and Facebook from one software, which is amazing what technology can do for us. And today I'm going to be making a really super cute and super simple Christmas card. If you want a sneak peek, this is the card. Oh, it looks like it's taking a little bit of time to load, so I'm just going to make sure that everything's working. Good morning, Shirley. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. All right, okay. I think this is all working. Okay, so welcome again. As I mentioned, this is Coffee and a Card. I do a Sunday morning weekly card making tutorial, and I love to share some ideas and inspiration for really simple card making. And I love also hanging out with you guys in the chat and seeing your comments and telling me where you're watching from. So please continue to do that. I'll show you again in case you, yes, I do have my coffee, Shirley. Good morning, Rita. In case you didn't see it when I first just flashed it, I'm going to flash you again, but not in the way that you might think. I'm going to show you the card. So this is the card we're going to be making, and I'm going to be using the Cottage Wreaths Bundle, and I will show you some inspiration later on for this bundle. Good morning, Joy. Hello, Linda. Thank you for joining, friends. I'm going to show you some card inspiration after I complete the card, just so that you can get some different ideas of what you can do with this card. Hello, Betty. Okay, yes, you can watch the replay. It's always up. So Judy's asking, did I get to participate in the World Card Making events yesterday? Yes, I did. Good morning, Shonda. Good morning, Kelly. I did get to participate in the World Card Making events yesterday, and that is actually where the inspiration for the card I'm making came from. Because Stampin' Up! Held, for those that aren't familiar, yesterday was World Card Making Day, October 1st of every year, and it's World Card Making Day because people all over the world take time to enjoy the hobby of card making and make cards and gather in communities and just have a really fun day surrounding something that we love. So Stampin' Up! Held a virtual World Card Making Day event. And what I will do is pop the link in the comments after, because I don't have the link easily accessible, but I will pop the link. You can still watch the replay. It was so awesome. There were so many amazing tips and ideas, and they shared some projects, and we got to stamp along. And so even if you didn't get to participate yesterday, you still can. And whether you choose to craft along or just watch and learn and get inspiration, the video was awesome. They also announced some really awesome promotions that are coming up. One is that there is a new product collection coming out beginning on Tuesday. It's called Framed Florets. There's actually no images or graphics or anything available yet because it's so new. So anyone that is a demonstrator can choose to order this product early on October 4th. And those that are not demonstrators will have access to it in November. And if you choose to join and become a demonstrator, you can actually put this product in your starter kit. And that is another promotion that's happening beginning October 4th. Where basically there's like an ultimate bundle of product, and you can choose $206 in product. So it can be anything you want. It can be the cut and emboss machine. It can be this new product collection. It could be like all sorts of cardstock and ink and adhesives that you might be having on your list. And you can choose $206 and you pay only $135. No, it's free shipping and no tax in most provinces. So it's an amazing, amazing deal. There's also a new birthday kit, a birthday card organizer kit coming, where you can actually make a bunch of cards and you can have them in pockets that are separated by month so that you can be all set to go with your Christmas cards. And on Tuesday, we have free shipping. So anything that I'm using today, if you see something that you love and you're like, I need that bundle or I need that whatever tool, you can get it with free shipping on Tuesday with any qualifying order. So are you guys ready to get started? Hello. Okay. Hello, Linda from Texas. Good morning. I really hope I say your name right. I see Ineke from the Netherlands. I'm really sorry if I completely butchered that, but if you can tell me in the comments how to pronounce your name. Good morning, Deborah. Yes, you made my live this morning. Are you guys okay if I sip my coffee a little bit before we go? while it's still hot. So this is the card I'm going to be making today. And this is using, let me flip this now. And this is using, excuse me, the Cottage Wreaths Bundle. You know what? I never have anything in my, like I literally am talking just fine until I hit the live button. And then all of a sudden I have like this frog in my throat that won't go. And I don't know if it's because I'm nervous, but I apologize for having to clear my throat so many times. And this bothers me when it's not straight. So I'm going to fix that. Okay. Enough dilly-dallying, Zara. Here's the card. It's a really super simple card. And I'm going to show you, this is a card that was made by one of our demonstrator development managers using the Cottage Wreaths Bundle. We made another one. I'll show you the 3 cards we made yesterday. But what's really cool about this is she taught us a technique for creating this sort of barn door look on this embossing folder. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So stick around. Let me show you the 3 cards that we made yesterday. I fortunately had all 3 bundles that we used. So this is the welcome. Oh my goodness, what is it called? Hang on, friends. Let me get it. Okay, let's see. It is called, sorry, the Warm Welcome Bundle. Okay, so this is a new exclusive bundle. They had only released this for the World Card Making Day event, meaning like it's not something that you'll see in our catalog, but when you order this, then you can make this really cute card. So I believe that this is still available. I will confirm that if anyone really wants to know, but it's called Warm Welcome. And what's really nice is they talked about how this really kind of celebrates all the different moments and occasions that happen on our front porch. So, you know, the sentiments are beautiful. So yay, hello, it's your day. So you're kind of covered for some of those more versatile or generic occasions. And then my door is always open for you. Let's spend time together. Welcome to my home, or welcome little one, or knowing you feels like coming home, which I just think is so sweet. Okay. I pronounced your name correctly the second time. Ineke? Okay. Sorry. Okay, so here is one of the cards we made. This is using the Warm Welcome Bundle. I'm not sure if you can tell, but this door frame here is actually a die cut. So we use blending brushes to create this beautiful dual tone blended look. And then we die cut it and then attached it to the card. And then this part here is also a stamp and die cut. So the 2 hands holding the coffee mugs. And then I use the sentiment that says, knowing you feels like coming home. And then we embellished with some linen thread and these beautiful iridescent pearls. So hopefully you can see that. And it does have dies. So it's called the Warm Welcome stamp set, and then the Warm Welcome dies. Okay, so this is an exclusive product. I don't want to say for sure, but I think it's still available and it's gorgeous. So here's another one we did with the Cottage Rose Bundle. And that's using this stamp set, which is in our annual catalog. It's beautiful, and I have stamped with this a few times before. So this is the card we did, which involved some coloring, some die cutting, and it was simple and fairly quick and easy to make. And I just feel like the impact is wow. We used the iridescent pearls on here and we colored them with our blends. And so we got these beautiful pink pearls. The last card we made was using the Cottage Wreath Bundle. And this is really neat because Shannon West walked us through how to do a watercolor wash on like shimmery white cardstock. And then we die cut 2 wreaths. So I don't know if you can see kind of the variation in color here, but that came from doing that sort of watercolor wash. And Shannon explained that when you have wreaths and stuff, they usually have different shades of green in them. So it was a really, really nice day. I learned a lot. I got to craft. It was just a really fantastic event. So I will post the link and I would encourage you to check it out. There's lots of amazing things happening, especially this week. Good morning, Heather. Okay, so the Cottage Wreath Bundle can be found in our July to December mini catalog on page 59. And it is a really versatile stamp set and bundle. It'll cover you for multiple occasions. So Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then I think just some like nice friendship and even good birthday cards. There's a hello stamp, and there's one that says some people just make life better. And then look at all the dies that you get in the coordinating die set. So there are 22 dies in this set. So when you order them individually, it works out to, I think, $70, no, $80. But the bundle, if you want to purchase it together, you get 10% off and it's $72, okay? So that's available in our catalog. And without further ado, I'm going to get us started on the card. So I've already got my real red card base and I've got my other cardstock pieces ready to go. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do my stamping. So let me put this here so that I can see it while I'm stamping. It's a really beautiful and simple card, you'll see. The one that we did during the event yesterday was a little bit more involved. I would say that's probably more for an avid stamper, but still it was something that was doable for everyone. So I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz ink to start, and I'm going to stamp the wreath. So I've already taken one of the wreaths off my stamp sheet, and I'm going to stamp this wreath onto Pear Pizzazz cardstock. So I'm doing tone on tone. Notice how I'm not pressing too hard into the ink pad. I'm just doing that really lightly, and I'm going to stamp that right onto my Pear Pizzazz cardstock. And look at the variation again, even in the color on this wreath here. So you can see it stamps with some kind of more full strength and some are a little lighter. So it gives more depth. So you can, it gives you that feel that some of the leaves are in the background, and really, really neat. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our sentiment. We'll see if I can get this right. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. Now the Merry Christmas stamp, as you can see, is 2 lines, okay? So like it's stacked, so the Merry and Mary's on top of the Christmas. And so I'm going to stamp this in 2 separate words, and I'm going to do that by just very carefully touching the top of the sentiment into my ink pad, okay? And then I'm stamping it just on a really thin strip of crumb cake cardstock. So I've got Mary, okay? Now you want to clean off your stamp, because when you go to stamp the second line, you don't want to get any residual ink onto your surface, okay? So I'm being a little brave here by not having grid paper underneath my, let me do this upside down. So now I'm going to take the Christmas, and you might not, I don't know if you'll be able to see this as well on camera, but I'm just literally tapping the edge here. If you happen to get any ink on the Mary part, you can just wipe it off with a baby wipe or your Simply Chamois. And because it's photopolymer, you can actually see that the ink is on the whole word, okay? So now I'm going to go stamp that right next to Mary. Right next to Mary. Okay, so now I've got my sentiment. Good morning, Darlene. Okay, so now I've got my sentiment stamp. So that is a really easy way to take, if your sentiment is stacked, if the words are stacked, this is a really easy way to separate them, okay? So just using half, you know, inking up half and then inking up the other half. So now I'm going to cut the ends here. This is going to look a little different from my original because I didn't notice it at first, but she kept her sentiment a bit longer, and I kind of want to do that too, so it goes across my whole wreath. Okay, so now we are going to do our embossing and die cutting. So I'm going to get this ready, and then where are my dies? Here we go. So I'm going to get, so I normally use the cut and emboss machine. However, I think I might have pushed mine a little too hard and it decided it needed to rest eternally. So I did get a new one. Stampin' Up! Replaced it at no cost because their customer service is literally the best. And but I just haven't taken it out of the box yet. It's been a busy, busy week. My husband travels every week for work, so I'm essentially single parenting while I work full time, while I run my business. So it's I haven't even had time to open it up. The box is sitting at the top of my basement stairs. Good morning, Anise. Good morning, Dawn. Hello, Janet. Hello, Ginny. Oh, it's so nice to see so many friends watching. Okay, so please pardon the fact that I'm using my Big Shot. I am a huge proponent of the cut and emboss machine. I love that it folds up and takes up very little space, but I'm gonna just do it this way for now. So all I'm doing is taking I've got my wreath stamped and I've put the die around it. and I'm just going to die cut this. I'm just putting it down onto my Big Shot. I keep wanting to call it my cut and emboss machine. And I'm just going to run that through. Okay. So that's done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my real red cardstock and I'm going to emboss this. Wait, that's the wrong piece. Okay. So I'm going to emboss this using our Timber 3D embossing folder. Now we have to do a little bit of maneuvering with our plates. Everything that you need when you want to do embossing or die cutting is included when you purchase the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And it's super easy to use. So I'm just going to take my red cardstock and I'm just going to line it up with the line that I don't know if you can see this, but there is a black line on the embossing folder, and that just ensures that I'm going to emboss this straight. I'm picking up my specialty plate. This comes with the cut and emboss machine, and this allows you to emboss the thicker embossing folders, which are called 3D, okay? They're called three-dimensional because they literally look like they're three-dimensional. Okay, so let me get all of this out of the way. And we are almost at the point where we are going to assemble our card. So look at how beautiful that texture is. I apologize for the glare, but hopefully you can see, okay, that beautiful wood grain texture on here. And I told you that I was going to show you how to do the barn door look. So if you have this embossing folder, you can create almost like a red barn door. And this was so neat. We learned this yesterday. So I'm going to take my my cardstock, my embossed cardstock, and I'm going to just use my scoring tool, and I'm going to just score it. Hold on. And it creates that look of like slats. Okay, yeah, so it almost looks like slats on, oh my goodness, can you see this? Yeah. So if I hold it like that, you can see that I've created these score lines and it looks like planks, right, on the actual embossed piece. So really neat way to create that sort of barn door look. And now we are in that phase where we are ready to assemble. So I'm going to take my card base, which I've already pre-scored, and I'm going to just use my bone folder. So the bone folder, if you already pre-score your cardstock and then you use your bone folder, it just kind of allows your card to lay flat, which is always nice. And then I'm going to take my liquid glue. I'm going to take my liquid glue. I swear it was working this morning. Okay, let me see if I have my little stick pin here. Sorry, I'm getting very close to the screen here. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this won't go everywhere. All right, so it helps to keep a little stick pin close to where your liquid glue is. Why is this not wanting to work? We all know what's about to happen here, right? That this is going to suddenly like explode and cause a big mess. Okay. There must be something stuck in there. That's way more glue than I would like, but I'm just going to put a little along the edges. And this is going to cover my entire card base. Let's just all hope, fingers crossed, that this does not ooze out everywhere. Yikes. It's coming out. Just going to grab a tissue because that is not going to end well. There's like liquid glue coming out the sides. Okay. Yeah, a little too much at the bottom there. Okay, I think we're good. And now I'm going to take out this wreath. Phew, that could have gotten really messy there. Okay. Jenna says that wood grain texture on this folder is beautiful. Great barn door construction. Yeah, I love learning that tip. That's one of the things that I love the most. When I started stamping many years ago, like 9.5 years ago, I was brand spanking new. Like when I decided that I was going to attend my first stamping workshop and then very soon after purchase the starter kit, I was brand new. and I knew nothing. And what was really nice was the community enabled me to learn and practice and try different things, and it was just so encouraging. And whatever you create, there's always someone out there who's going to love it and connect with your style. And that was something that I learned as I went on, is not to judge my cards, or not to judge if I was, getting inspiration from elsewhere. It was just such a welcoming community. And so I've really tried to create that within my team as well. Just this kind of feeling that everybody is welcome. Everybody can create beautiful things. We can all learn from each other, encourage each other, inspire each other. So it really, I think the community is one of my most favorite parts of this hobby. And of course, like connecting with all of you on a Sunday morning and being able to chit chat and, just see all of your comments is really meaningful to me. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I could never do what she does, and I have no experience, and I'm not crafty, or if you're telling yourself any of those stories, I hope that it helps you to know that I started with no experience. And it's like anything, right? As you start to learn and practice things, you get better at them. So I'm always here to help. Shirley, I scored them at the 1 inch markings, every like 1 inch, and then because it's a 4 1/4 wide piece of cardstock, I scored at there's a 1/4 inch segment here, and then 1 inch all the way across. Okay, so that is the sentiment. And this card here is one, and Shannon mentioned this yesterday in her demonstration. This is one that would work really well for mass producing. So if you're looking to make a whole whack of Christmas cards, this would be a really, really good and easy one to do, because it's like basically 4 steps total. Okay, we are going to embellish with the iridescent pearls, and they're beautiful and just kind of pick up all sorts of different colors from the light. And so it's really, really pretty. I think I'm actually going to put these onto the wreath. I'm not going to, my first card, I kind of did them randomly, but this, I just want to, I want to overdo it with the pearls here. Okay. Just because, a little bling or a lot of bling never hurt anybody. It's so cute. I don't normally put this many jewels on my card, but I really like it. Okay, so tell me what you guys think of this card. I hope that you like it. It's super simple, and hopefully you saw that it's really easy to make. So Joe is saying, Zara, I have my first craft retreat next weekend. I've been crafting for years, but never been to a treat. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, that sounds like it'll be so fun. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I am actually hosting a virtual retreat. And so I'm partnering with my friend Jamie, and we are going to be creating 12 cards and 6 tags, holiday tags. So it's going to be a really cool event. It's all virtual, so you can do it from the comfort and safety of your home. And I will post more details. I'll post the details in the link. Here is the Google form. And I don't know that I can post it in the comments, but I will post it later, and you can hopefully register or get more information. So this is the card. I see the comments. It looks like lots of you love it. Please feel free to give it like a thumbs up or a heart if you like it. And you can't comment right now, but I appreciate you guys hanging out here. Okay, I promised I would show you some other cards using this bundle. Excuse me. So here is the other one that we made yesterday, which I showed you earlier. So this is using the Reef die cuts, and we did a watercolor wash for those that are just joining. Also did the same watercolor wash in Flirty Flamingo and then cut that out. So here is that beautiful card. Okay. And then I was also in a swap with my team. And this one here, I feel like this might have been my team member, Maureen. Let me just double check. There's no name, but I think this might be Maureen. And so she created a really beautiful fall autumn themed card. I love the colors here, really warm and just fallish. So that's using that die cut. And then this is one that I had done for a Facebook Live a few weeks ago. And I did it in 2 colors. So one is in the crumb cake, and then one is in the gray granite, I think it is, or smoky slate. And just used, again, that wreath stamped in a different shade of green. And I used some of the Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper. So lots of different ideas and inspiration. If you have this bundle, I encourage you to pull it out. It is perfect for this season. It's October. There's some beautiful fall stamps and dies in there. So I hope that you guys like this. I'm just going to take a minute to check the comments. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, Joe. Oh, thanks, Shirley. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you guys liked it. I hope that inspires you. I really, like, I have to say, I am such a simple stamper. I love doing cards that are quick and easy. And so I hope that this one here really inspires you to go out and create something. It doesn't have to have several steps. It doesn't have to be overly elaborate or foofy. It can be really simple and still really gorgeous. So thank you so much for joining me. Okay. Okay, we have some questions here about the bundles. Okay, for the retreat, Judy, Jamie and I are going to be using the Christmas banners bundle. That'll be kind of like the main bundle for all of our projects. We have had people substitute with other bundles at our stamp camps, and their projects still come out really beautiful. Right now, that Christmas banners bundle is not orderable, but we are hoping that it's going to come back in time, and we are going to go ahead and design with it. That may change if the bundle doesn't come back in on time. So we'll be keeping people posted about if we need to make a change, but that's the main bundle. And then we are offering 2 additional add-on classes, and these are going to be featuring, I'm really having a hard time remembering names right now. One is no, I'm not even going to try. All of the details are in our virtual retreat form link. If you're in the US, you can sign up with Jamie. If you are in Canada, you can sign up with me. The event will be held together. We will all be on Zoom, and we'll be streaming to a private Facebook group. And so all of the details are there. I will post it. Oh, you have it already. Okay, awesome. So that's really good if you already have the bundle. And so the link I will post, and you can check out the information there. And then please let me know if you have any questions. And I think that's it for me. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you get some time to do some crafting. And I want to thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you guys all real soon. Bye for now.